How's it going, Gears fans? I've got another video for you, but before we get started, please forgive the gameplay I have. I know it sucks. You can see I'm just shooting the ground and not really caring when I die. I'm just so bored with this game. It's just lost. Another Gears higher up employee just left, Dana. The franchise is basically dead in the water, so anyways, forgive the gameplay. I know it's weak, but it's just so boring to play this game, even if I'm just playing it just to get footage for a video. Anyways, this video is going to be about hacking. Now, this isn't just about Gears. This kind of includes all games. Although I did come across a hacker like around 2.5 weeks ago in Gears. They're rare in Gears, but they're there. Anyways, this video is just gonna be about hacking because that seems to be trending in gaming news today, and I do have some thoughts and opinions on how we can handle the hacking in the gaming industry, and my opinion on what the gaming industry is doing currently to combat hacking. And spoiler alert, I'm not happy with them. Alright, let's start off with how I feel the gaming industry as a whole is tackling the hacking issues that we've had for, honestly, decades, as long as gaming has been around, and then from there we'll move into what I think we should do as a community to try and fix this situation. So, as far as what I think the entire gaming industry, I understand there's some developers and publishers out there that are doing a great job, but I'm talking about this as a whole. As a whole, I believe the industry is doing a terrible job. Pro streamers and pro players are literally leaving Call of Duty Warzone. They're leaving tons and tons of games, Siege, just all over the place. They're just leaving the game like they're done. It's just, people are going viral with their rage clips that they're making on YouTube when it comes to them just dying by hackers. It's all over the place. And it blows my mind. I understand it's complex to code anti-cheats and whatnot, and that if you make an anti-cheat code, a hacker can, or not a hacker, but someone who makes hacks can just code around it. I understand I'm simplifying it, but essentially that's what it is. I totally get that, but there are some games out there that just don't even have an anti-cheat system at all. They just rely on self-reporting and sending in clips to the either the publisher or the company that makes the game, and it's just like, no, like that's not enough. It's just an issue. Another issue that I have when it comes to how they implement, when they find a hacker that's truly hacking and then they quote unquote ban them, what they do is just, it's not enough, because games are relatively cheap. For instance, if I were to buy a game of, let's say, Battlefield 5, which is incredibly hacked out. I mean, I played last week, 4 servers in a row all had hackers. In fact, honestly, it was a joke, because each team had a hacker, and in the comments or the in-game chat, we were laughing about which hacker is going to do better, and each team was like sort of sporting for their hacker, like saying, oh yeah, my hacker is going to beat your hacker, his hacks are better, and we just turned it into a joke. Like, that's how bad it was. The problem is, because if you ban a player, okay, their account's banned. You found them, they're hacking, they're banned. Okay, well, I can just go buy another copy of Battlefield 5 on some website for like $10, and then just go make a new email and a new Origin account, and bam, I'm hacking again. Like, that's it. It's not enough. It's a joke. And some hackers out there, or some people who get hacked, or excuse me, when you ban a hacker and you don't just ban their account, let's say you do like a hardware ban, that's better, of course. That is way, way better. But what they're able to do is, I don't know what they call it. It's like wiping a hardware ID, where you basically just, it makes the computer think you have a new motherboard or a new graphics card. So when you do a hardware ban, it looks like you've already replaced the hardware when you didn't. That's a little bit more complex. That's into like someone who does hacking for like a freaking career or something. But it's possible. So even that's not enough. So what else is there to do? Well, if you ban their account, they can make a new one. You can do a hardware ban, which is better, but it's not like you're going to ban them forever. If they really want to ban, or if they really want to hack your game, they can still do that. So what else can we possibly do to fix that situation? You can try and IP ban them, but people can just get a VPN, so that really doesn't work too well. There's always a solution to getting banned. And the problem that I have is I feel like publishers and game developers, they just keep coming up with new ideas, but all it really is doing is just moving the goalpost. And as soon as we move that goalpost, then the hackers just move it again. So, and then we're just going back and forth and back and forth, and they're just always going to be around. Another issue is it's more difficult to hack Windows Windows Store games, but it's still very possible. And with Xbox Game Pass, you can just make a brand new account, and I believe Game Pass is like $1, and that gives you access to basically all these games. So it's just so easy if you just ban someone that they just make a new account for $1, and then all these games are there. So it's just, especially same thing with Origin. You get like EA Play for like $1 for like a month. So it's like I don't even have to pay $10 to get a new game of Battlefield. Just pay $1, or Battlefront, or any of those games that's on there. So we need to stop moving the goalpost and actually do something serious. So this is my solution. Like, as I've already laid out, it just doesn't matter. We keep coming up with these new ideas, and they just find ways around them. So we need to honestly just cut the head off the snake completely. And by doing that, I mean we need to make it completely 100% illegal to buy and sell and create hacking software. Like, it's illegal for me to download torrents. You know, what's the name of that website again? LimeWire. That was not legal, and they shut that down. Then FrostWire. That wasn't legal, and we shut that down. Now we have Pirate Bay and other torrent websites. It's all illegal, and if you get caught downloading torrents or music or whatever, what happens to you? Well, you could get fined, or they can contact your internet company, and then they can shut down your internet. So I think the approach should be very similar to that, where if you understand that it's not foolproof, because if you have a VPN, it's difficult to figure out where you are, but we should have it set up where the gaming industry needs to start lobbying. I don't really like interjecting politics into any of this, but they need to start lobbying and get some laws passed where if you are caught using hacks or cheats or anything, or you're caught buying them or selling them, or you are a code creator or whatever the hell they're called, and you are creating these hacks, that it's literally a crime, and that you can get fined or go to jail for it. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a foolproof idea, because like I said, you can still download them without anyone knowing. It's the incentive behind it gets reduced, where it's no longer, oh, I got caught and banned, there goes my account, I'll just go pay $1 and start all over again and start hacking again. No, now it's like, oh shit, I got hacked. Like, my internet service could literally just be shut down. Like, little Jimmy, who's 15 or 16, isn't gonna keep taking mommy's credit card and buying new accounts, because now it's like, oh shit, now little Jimmy's getting his ass kicked by his parents because their entire internet is shut down, and now they have to go with a different internet company, or maybe it's not available to them in their area, so now they're fucked. Like, that is a far more severe but not outrageous approach to how we handle hackers, that the penalty needs to be more than just getting banned, because getting banned it's not even a slap on the wrist, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. Getting banned while playing games is a joke. If it just costs me $1 to go download a new game and make a new account, why the fuck would I stop hacking if I get caught? It means nothing. Okay? When we put criminals in jail, we don't just let them go a day later, or they pay $1 and then they go. No, bail set like 50 grand, 100 grand, $1 million. Like, it doesn't work that way. If you get caught hacking, you should, like, literally, like, your internet, boom, done, cut off. Or you should be, like, fined, because how else are we going to reduce the incentive to hack, and how else are we going to get these hackers to realize, oh shit, if I actually do decide to hack a game and I get caught, it's not like my account gets banned because it's just a Smurf account, so I really don't care if it gets banned. It's, oh shit, real consequences actually happen. Now, one might argue, well, you would basically cut off all the Asian servers because it's like a cultural phenomenon that people in China and Asian countries use hacks. And I watched a whole interview on why that is, and it's a little bit more complex. But believe it or not, hacking software is not actually made in Asian countries. It's actually made in the United States and just sold to Asian countries. So my thought process behind this still holds water. If we just make it illegal to create this software and sell, and people stop making it, Asian countries will stop buying it because it's not available, therefore fixing their problem that they have to deal with where everybody hacks over there, and we're not cutting off Asian servers, and we're just reducing the amount of hacks that are out there. We don't even need to get any sort of foreign agency involved with penalizing people who don't live in the United States or England or the UK or the EU or any country, like even if it's China where it's very like difficult, or Korea or any Asian country where it's difficult to actually implement laws and whatnot. We don't even have to worry about that, because if hacks aren't available and they're not able to buy these hacks, then what's the point of even arguing that point? So that's what I think needs to be done in the gaming industry. We need to start actually making it a true penalty when you get caught hacking. And if we just start with that, people are going to stop buying them. Like, as soon as they realize, oh shit, if I actually get caught doing this, that I'm going to receive like a letter in the mail saying I have $1,000 fine to pay. Like, okay, yeah, like people are going to stop doing that. So that's my opinion. And I think it's doable. Like, really, I truly do think it's doable that we could get the gaming industry to just start lobbying for, getting some politicians being like, hey guys, like, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry that produces economies across the world tons and tons of money. So let's continue to keep this healthy, and let's actually start investing into this industry. And let's start passing some laws where if you are getting caught hacking, that it is now actually a crime. And let me try and justify that for you. I buy a game, I'm buying it for the campaign, and I'm also buying it for the multiplayer, and I'm buying it for a specific experience that the game developers created, marketed, and then sold to me, and I gave them my money. If I'm in a lobby and someone is hacking with walls or an aimbot or whatever, they are now altering that experience, and or I would even argue vandalizing or even breaking that experience that was not designed by the game developers to be intended or involved. So how is that any different if I were to buy a bicycle and then someone came up to me with a knife and slashed my tires? They vandalized my property. Like, that's punishable by law. I could literally take the person to small claims court and then sue them to replace my tires. So why can't I not sue someone or penalize someone for changing the game experience that I paid for that was not intended to be? It's the same. They both fall into the same category. So I do 110% believe it's justifiable to fine someone or remove their internet completely, because that's what happens. If I get caught pirating music, which, I mean, yeah, I've pirated music before, and I've literally had a letter sent in the mail from my service provider saying, yeah, the person who owns the rights to the music you downloaded just contacted us saying that you pirated it, and if you do it again, we are shutting down your internet, and you won't have internet at all. That happened to me. So guess what I did, guys? I stopped pirating music. I got rid of all the torrents, and I stopped doing it. Yeah, I could maybe try and get a VPN, and yeah, I can maybe try and do all these things, but you know what? It's just not worth it. So I stopped. Problem solved. Why? Because real consequences were at my doorstep. So why don't we do that with hackers? Can we have some real consequences? Because banning Smurf accounts doesn't do fucking shit. But hey, that's just my thoughts and opinions. If you guys disagree, that's totally fine. If you have your own solutions to how we can actually get rid of hacking, please comment below. And have a good day, guys.